Hi everyone, hi everyone. It is me, Jesse Audrey Lane. I thank you guys so much for subscribing. Y'all finally got it over here to the channel. Yeah, I thank you for you being your Jesse God-given name. I thank you for sharing, liking it, and all that stuff. I am not in a rush, but I have so much that I want to get out off of me tonight because two things has kind of came to me for a couple of days now, and I was trying to, like, why does it keep coming up? And I'm gonna tell you why. So I had wrote a while ago, mind your business, mind your business, and so I was trying to figure out, like, why did I write that? Why? Because it's not like what you probably would think of minding your business because you're in someone else's business, but like basically your mind is your business. So what are you using your mind for? Are you using it for good? What are we doing with our minds? Because we can't waste it. We can't sit there and not use it for a great purpose. And then also it had came to me because my daughter a while ago had said something, and then I had to tell her, like, don't give people a piece of your mind because you giving them a piece of your mind is actually putting too much effort into it. You get to be where you're losing you. And then it had came to me when don't give people a piece of your mind because you better make sure you be able to get along with what's left when you do that. So when it's like you minding your business, it's a good thing because you need to be able to make sure, is this something that even qualifies or go out where we actually need to speak out. Giving somebody a piece of our mind is like we work way too much for that. We don't have to meet people with attitudes. There is a disagreement. Let it be a disagreement. You may not see eye to eye. That's okay. And the reason why I bring that up is because um, it just was in my notes. I was writing things down, and it just been coming up for the last couple of days about your mind, your mind, your mind. So I had to look it up. I had to look it up. Actually, I was looking up something totally different because today at church, let me see the date. It's August 1st, 2021. And I had someone at church today who I have not seen in a while because of COVID. She's a mother in the church, and she hasn't been here. And she just stopped to come over to me. And it was so weird because I'm moving around one way thinking that she's going to somebody else, and she literally like stopped me in my tracks, like hugged me and whispered in my ear like, oh my God, look at you. You look amazing. And I had to say thank you, and I had to kind of, like close my mouth and let her talk because I haven't seen her in a while that I didn't want to go jump into talking about me. I wanted to hear about her and how she's doing. And she just stopped me because her whole thing is like, no, 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 baby. Like, I want to hear about her, but she's like, no, 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 I want to hear about you. And she's like, you look good, you look amazing. How's everything going on with you? And you know, like, baby, you, I see you. And I just was like, wow, there's something new about you. So I had to come home and look it up because, yes, I was saying that a lot of things have been kind of going and turning and movement, and where I'm like, maybe I don't see something, it's not meant for me to see. It's meant for other people to see it in us. So I had to like step back and be like, wow. When you think you are not being noticed, trust me, people are noticing you. You are really where God has you, one, separate, because He needs you by Himself. But how about he has watchful eyes on you? He has people out there watching everything that you're doing because he needs them to actually at an appropriate time and at an appointed time come forth and speak out to you what he needs to come out. And just for her to say that to me today of all days, I instantly knew. I said, okay, it was something about when I went to sleep yesterday, because I was in a rush yesterday night. I don't know if you guys kind of picked up on it, but I was in a rush yesterday night. And then I was like, August 1st, it's going to be something new. Because for me, you're going in, number 8 means new beginning. And number 1 is God's first. So you're going into a new thing with him. So you talk about going to sleep and just knowing that, man, is this what my body was kind of going through and my mind was going through? And what was it? What was it? So it got me wanting to read the two, mind and new. So I, of course, go to my Bible to look it up. And I'm going to do new first. Yeah, in here. Okay, so I went and I looked up new. Come on. Alright, so it did tell me to go to Psalms 98:1. But before it did that, it said fresh, original, different than before, unfamiliar. And it got me to be like, okay, wow, that's something, because I am in an unfamiliar place, a place I've never been before. This is all new to me. This life change and asking God to spiritually sharpen me and give me his blessings and just, be down in me is new. Where he has us is so new for us, so we cannot react in old manners and old behaviors and any of that. We got to keep on just going with the unknown and being that, like, God, I don't know what you're doing, but I know you're here. I have to trust you because you haven't felt me. But God, I'm being honest. God, I'm being honest with you. I'm uncomfortable, so I know I'm growing, but I'm uncomfortable because I've never felt like this. So give me comfort in all of this, even with me being uncomfortable. Can you do it both, God? Can you give me comfort in this uncomfortable thing of where you are taking me? Because I've never felt like this before. You're never going to feel like it before, but you know that you're growing. But it's like, God, what is going on? So I had to look up this new thing. What is new? It's all new to me. All of these feelings and all of this stuff, even though I know I have you and you're here with me and I trust that you are here with me. That's new to me, Lord. That's new to me, Lord. For me to trust you. So it's like, God, you're doing all these new things in me, and as simple as it is, I need to look up the simple. So I looked it up. Psalms 98:1. And it's sing a new song to the Lord. Okay, I'm going to get through this. Sing a new song to the Lord, for he has done wonderful deeds. That right there, just the first thing, sing a new song to the Lord. Just the word new, right then and there, got me, because it's like, you don't have to keep going off of the old. What once was old is no longer there. It's no longer there. Sing something new. And it got me tearing down, because it's like, just right then and there, the new, the new, the new, the new, the new, the new has got me. Sing a new song to the Lord, for he has done wonderful deeds. I can speak so much on just that of the wonderful deeds and where he has gotten me, and where he has gotten me right now, and where he has taken me from. And then just to keep on going, his right hand has won a mighty victory. His holy arm has shown his saving power. The Lord has announced his victory, and he has revealed his righteousness in every nation. And I was like the nation of you, Audrey Lane. The nation that he will have you go out and touch for him, Audrey Lane. The nation for you too. And all I could think about is the new, the new, the new, the new. And I'm like, well, why is the new keep coming up? And why is it like this, Lord Jesus? Because it's like, I have never felt this way before. I was feeling entangled. I was feeling like I was being like launched back. And the whole thing about it is, no, no, no. That launch back was then. I have already launched you somewhere, but because you're not familiar with it and this is all new for you, I'm doing more of a change in you. So this launch back that you didn't already went through, you thinking you still in the launch back for it, but I didn't already took you there. So now I need you to do more. Now I'm refreshing you, and now I'm giving you more. You're going to always be new. You're going to always get something new. You're going to always come new. So now I need to work on your mind. And then I was like, okay. So that's where the mind your business has been coming from. Mind your business. So then I was asking him, like, what is the mind? The mind, because I'm sitting here like my mind can be up and down at times. What is going on? Come to find out, and I'm going to read it to you exactly how it came. The mind. A part of human engages in conscious thinking, feeling, and a decision making. In the Bible, mind is akin to the heart, not the brain. So that got me. Because you ever had, I had years ago when I was 10, a teen, a lady walked up to me when she heard my name, and she said, "Oh, you are kin to me," meaning that we are family. So the mind and the heart are family, and God is like, I need to get into your heart, because if your heart is actually connected with me, that's where your mind will definitely be. And I told you, this revealing me to me, God started with the breaking of my heart. And I couldn't even figure out why. It's like, God, I know I was living in the craziness of the world. I know that I was going out here doing what I wanted to do, being a fiction, not a Christian, being a fiction, just letting people see that, oh, I'm doing this, oh, you know my mom, my grandmama, you know all this, and you see this life, but I really wasn't living for God at all. So him breaking my heart actually got me where it's like, God, I asked why. And at first I didn't, because I was like, why? But then I had to stop, because I thought that was a bad thing to ask him why. But I love the fact that I can ask him questions. And it was like, I'm not breaking your heart to hurt you. I'm breaking things off of your heart and out of your heart, because you got this misconception of things. You got these things in your heart that don't even need to be there. You have placed things and idols in your heart that don't even need to be there. When are you going to realize that your beat of your heart is through me? The breath of your heart is through me. So I got to break it because I only want me to be there, nothing else. That heartbreak is something, but I thank God every day for it. Because in that breaking of my heart, when I thought I was just all over the place, literally, he was like, you're not all over the place. You're just standing still. I'm removing things out of you that you want to hold on to. And that's why you feel like you're all over the place, because your arms and stuff is moving, trying to reach for stuff that's out of your limits. When you surrender to me, and when we surrender to God, please know that we at a standstill. That's where still has been coming from. Being still. We're at a standstill. So we're reaching and trying to grab for things that he's like, they no longer exist for you. They're no longer there for you. When are you going to keep me in my right place? In your business? How about you go and let me in your heart because you surrendered to me? So what you mean to tell me you don't like how I'm doing it? Mm-mm. We gotta go. We gotta go with his flow of things. We gotta keep on pressing in his flow of things. I thank him where ironically I look back now and I'm like, God, when you tell me, when you told me that I gotta break your heart, I didn't know it was going to be what it was. I didn't know that it was like that. And still wanting to hold on to things, and slowly but surely, he just removed them. But praying to him that, God, how is it you are removing things up out of me? Things that I held so dear to my heart. But when he revealed them to me, all I could think is about, I had the audacity. I really kept something there that really was hurting me, that really was stabbing me. And it made me get to the thing of, a lot of the time, sometimes it ain't even what we think is stabbing me in the back. It literally was stabbing me in the heart. And how about I kept things kind of there, thinking that, you know, I know this person isn't trustworthy. I know this situation isn't good for me. But yet, it's what I know. So at least I can keep it there, because if I keep it there, I'll be able to manage it. No, we can't. So asking God to reveal me to me was like, I'm going to reveal the things that you think you need so dear to your heart. I'm going to break them and take them up out of you, because they don't belong in my place. When are you going to get it that I got to break all of it? And I keep saying breaking, because literally that breaking for me was something. Literally, I if I could physically kind of bring it out, I remember literally almost like grabbing something back when I clearly heard him tell me to let it go. And thank God that he didn't. Like, he didn't get upset or angry when I tried to pull it back. And I did. I pulled it back, and somehow, some way, I released it, because I was like, you know what, God? I I I I want calmness, I want joy, I want peace, but I'm so scared. And that's what he told me. And he's been saying it to me. I got you. When are you going to fully trust me? When are you going to really give yourself and fully trust God? And when I fully did, I the breaking was revealing. It started showing a lot of things to me, a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of me, a lot of me, a lot of me. I started seeing like, man, you compromised in a lot of places you didn't need to. You sat still in places that you didn't need to. You trusted people and it got you here and it kept getting you there and kept having you in a circle. That revealing of me was something. And it continues to be where it's like, God, I thank you for it. I told my niece, the one thing I do not regret is my past, and I do not regret asking God to reveal me to me, because totally in that thing I was able to see a lot of myself. What part I played in my life where I don't blame others. I don't, and I say this now because at first I did blame myself for a lot of things. I was apologizing for a lot of things. But now I had where I had to talk with God, like, God, you know I'm sorry. You know that I do not like that behavior. God, when is it going to be where I actually forgive myself? I thank you so much for revealing me to me and showing me every day. And God was like, that's where you being stuck. Because you don't want to forgive yourself because you feel as though I didn't forgive you. But I forgave you before you even asked. Our relationship is so crazy in ways probably to others, but to me, sometimes I say it's a little bit crazy because I mean some moments we just have like this sit down chill moment, and we laugh for the last couple of days, laugh about stuff. Like, didn't I tell you I was going to refresh and renew you? And renew just kept coming up, and new in mind, new in mind. And I'm like, God, I honestly wanted to have where I had my journal probably like earlier last week being something along the mind. Don't let your mind play tricks on you. That's what it was. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad that literally I just knew it. I knew it yesterday. I said something is going to be different about August 1st. It is something. The new beginning, the new things of where God is placing you, the new environments, the new people He's having you go into. And notice I said the new people He's having you go into, not the environments. Because He's having us go into people that's going to gear us up for the environments that we're already placed in. If you didn't notice, we're already placed beyond where we used to be. He's already have us in uncomfortable areas already. So He's putting us with people and in people that is going to show us and guide us in what we need to be doing in Him. Because we already at that place where God says, okay, I restored you. I launched you. I moved you. I have you there. So now this stillness ain't really stillness. It's a progression in where I'm taking you. Because I need you to know that you're going to always be on the move. You're going to always be going. But I need you to also learn within every part of this transition of where I am moving you. Every part of the transformation I have for you, I need you to just always be ready. Don't get comfortable. I want you to be uncomfortable in this comfortableness. And I'm like, God, I'm starting to get a little bit of how you and I talk now. Because as soon as I say something to you, you literally do bring it up. I'm asking you for a lot of different things in my life, and you do it. I'm asking you, so I ask him now, spiritually sharpen me and give me wisdom for everything that you're doing in my life. Give me an inclined ear to you. Help it where you and I connect. You want my mind to be my business, which is my heart. You want me to focus on my heart and get my heart in tune with you, God? Then you have it. Clean everything out of it that's not like you. You can give me a heart transplant. How about you pump everything old out and place in everything new? And it's weird because in the midst of me doing that, I'm like, God, I don't want to hold on to anything. But there's something still in your heart that God needs you to keep on and keep having. And you want to know what that is? Is you to really recognize who you are with Him. Keep who you are, your name. When I tell you, and that's a big deal for me, because for so many years I wanted to go off of being my nickname. I wanted to go off of being, oh, the little sister. Oh, I wanted to go off of I'm being, the mom, the wife. Never being just Audrey Elaine. Because in my head I'm like, I am that. I'm that because I'm a nickname. I'm that because I'm wife. I'm that because I'm daughter. No. And when I may say this, it got to me when I said it. It's like, God, okay, I'm starting to get where it's like you have Audrey Lane so in your arm and in your hand that as soon as I get used to doing one thing, you move me in another area. So what is it? Am I lacking something? Is something not right with you? Is something where it's like, did I do something wrong? And I want to say it's not. Because I get too familiar with being comfortable. It's like, okay, I got this down, so I can keep on riding with this. I can keep on going. And it's like, no. Yes, I am a consistent God. Yes, I am someone in your life that I am always going to be here. But I need you to know that things are always going to be flowing and changing in your life. So I don't want you to get comfortable, because you thrive too much off of getting comfortable in the area, and then you'll stay stagnant in it. So I need to keep on moving you. So I need to keep on growing you. I need to keep on making you uncomfortable in areas where you feel as though, okay, I done got this person, I done got this personality, I can move on and go on with this person because I got them. No, I'm going to move you out of that area. As soon as you think you got it, boom, I'm moving you here. I want you to continue being uncomfortable. I want you to continue being where you're growing in each moment and growing in each place that I am putting you. So yes, where you think you're all over the place, you're not all over the place. You're moving because I need you to move. I need you to grab all of this. I need you to hold on to it. But I need you to continue learning in it. So hold it, learn it, and then what I want you to do is keep bringing it to the forefront in your head, and keep on growing within it. And why I say that is because His word, it doesn't change. However, I see it different every time I go into the Bible and I start reading it, and then I view it for what He just brought me out of. I view it totally different. I go and I read the new, the new. And instantly, I started crying. And I just kept crying with it. I don't know if y'all kind of see, like, my eyes. I had to, like, wipe them a lot. And I had to say, well, God, why am I crying through a lot of this? Is it something bad? Because I'm so ready to show all my emotions now. But why am I crying? And I will say that he hasn't revealed it to me yet. I'm not going to sit here and come up with something like he did. But what I can tell you is, just because you see me cry does not mean, and when I say, and actually it shouldn't even be where you see me cry. Actually, for myself, when I see myself cry, that doesn't mean anything other than the fact that, man, you have truly, truly made it. You have truly, truly keep making it, because you are so willing to take down walls that you put up before. How about having emotions up like that and blinders up with heaviness and hardness that ain't nobody gonna see me cry? You ain't gonna make me cry or anything. That's an idol. That's an idol. That's an idol of, because I'm not going to let you see me hurt, I'm going to stand so super dumbfounded strong on this daggone, pride, that I'm not going to let you see me at a weak point. And how about this? Crying, I now know, is not weak at all. I love crying now, and I love the rain. Because for those two things, those are my watering seasons. Those are my watering of, okay, now I need to flash flood some things up out of you, because the moisture that I need to go down in you, I need you to always have it. I need you to always be where you can keep on growing. Because I was dry. When I tell you, literally dry, to the point of crying, and my tears would come and be white on my face. This also, I'm going to get back onto it, but this also starts off my month of making sure I take in 2 liters of water a day, and that's a lot for me, but I'm going to do it, because I spoke it with my mouth, I spoke it with words, so I'm claiming it and I'm pushing forward. And but Jack, new, it's so, and it's so weird, because now that I said it like that, one of my nicknames is Nunu. My little cousins call me that, Nunu. And for that to be like, God, you're doing something new with me. That's something. So what is this with the newness and then the mind? The newness and then the mind. So I'm gonna read you where the mind came in. And it took me to Numbers 23:19. God is not a man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried it through? Listen and receive the command to bless. God has blessed and cannot reverse it. No misfortune is in his plans for Jacob. And it's so weird, because I'm going to tell you when I actually read this and highlighted it. I don't know if you can see it. 2018, February 5th, 2018. So I'm going to read it, and I'm not taking anything from his word, but this is how I wrote it. Okay? So it said, no misfortune is in his plans for Muffy. And that's my nickname, and I almost want to erase it, but yeah, I don't like my nickname. I do, but my name is Audrey Lane. I love it. So I'm going to put Audrey Lane. No misfortune is in his plan for Audrey Lane. No trouble is in store for Audrey Lane. For the Lord, their God, is with them. God has brought them out of distress. For them, he is as strong as an ox, as a wild ox. No curse can touch Audrey Lane. No magic has the power against Audrey Lane. For now it will be said, Audrey Lane. For now it will be said, Audrey Lane, what wonders God has done for you. These people rise up like lioness, like the majestic lion rousing itself. They refuse to rest until they have feasted on prey, drinking of blood and slaughters. So that was something, and who would have knew that I would have highlighted that back then, and then to go through all that I have gone through in the revealing of myself now, because that has been since, I want to say, last year, and definitely all of 2021 so far. The reveal is magical. And when I say magical, isn't like it's some sorcery thing, but more so, it's like, man, I cannot believe it's being done. So I wouldn't say magical, I'll take that back. It's a miracle. It's a miracle for me because I've never seen this unfamiliar area that I've never been in, never had, never. I've seen it probably with other people, but it's not mine. So of course I can't go off of their life. It's my life now, and I know that now. I can't attach myself to someone else's life because that's their walk, not mine. And the growth of God just being in me, I would say he literally corrects me in it because I have moments where I'll be like, okay, I did this wrong. Why? And it's like, okay, don't go into the why. Go into the, okay, pick back up and now go. Because I'm going to reveal to you why certain things happen in your life. And before you get distracted, and wanting to go into a normal behavior of trying to figure out something, pick yourself up, keep on going, and keep on moving, because I will reveal to you why things happen. I can't even explain to you my talk and my just being now. This woman right here, I wasn't like this. And you guys seen the journey. I enjoy this process, the ups, the downs, and all of it, because it lets me know you are human, and more importantly, you are God's child that is actually with you. This whole process where you thought you had him before, I see now that I had you, but not like how I have you now. And that means a lot to me, to actually have a hand being held and a walk along. The other day, I was sitting there in the car and I stopped at this sign that said, no turns ahead. And I bust out laughing to myself because it was like, wow, man, God, you truly, this sign, I go by this block all the time and will go down this block and never seen it, never paid it no attention. And how about the house that is in front of has like this brick that I love and a front door that is there, but never paid the sign any attention. No turns ahead. And it just made me think about how I have to make sure I stay on the straight road. Don't turn back, because one, you have come too far, and then why would you make a turn if it's not in his plan for you to turn? Because it's my it's oh, how can I word it? It's where if you turn, one, you don't know where it's leading you to, and going off of his plan, one thing I can tell you it'll lead me to is destruction. It'll lead me into an area of where I swear, oh, I have it, because I've come this far where I can, kind of maneuver in this way. I'm staying in the uncomfortable, comfortable. And it's so weird that I say it and actually truly mean it now. I am so uncomfortable. I am so comfortable being uncomfortable. So when it's like, God, you have me in someone's pattern of thinking. You have me where people are praying and talking to you, that you are actually talking to them for me, that you are actually having me being the topic of discussion, that you are talking to these people, to me, and for her to come up to me and say that, I literally just was like, oh God, thank you. I instantly said to her, thank you, Jesus. I had to make it where it was, if I say I'm going to give you your glory, how about this? Not just say it, do it. And do it where it is the respect level of the fact that he is speaking out through her to me. So, God, let me say it now. Thank you, Jesus. To be in a place of feeling that you were not worth anything, that all you knew was badness, all you knew was the not, basically the not, and thinking that, you know, I can't be this, I'm not what I know now worthy. God, you don't want me. You have something for me, but I can't live up in that because of what I've done, how I acted, who I hurt. And God is like, nope. I need you to know that everything you went through is what I just said. And what I mean by that is the through. You went through it for a reason. Everything that you went through, you have learned in your process, and I need you to keep it, because now I'm going to have you in an area where you're going to go back and you're going to connect with people through all your through. Through all your through is how you want to connect with my people. Through all your through is what I need to have happen, because now they're going to see me through you. Don't be ashamed of your past. Like I told you, I don't regret it. I don't, yeah. I don't even have words to sit here to kind of make it seem sweeter. I don't regret my past. Any of it. I would have never gotten to this point where I actually had a trust in God. I explained it to you guys before. I had where I was saying I did, but not a fact of me actually trusting him. I never even had a falsified feeling that I was trusting him. Like, no, I wasn't doing anything. I was just saying it with words, never really meaning it. Oh yeah, I trust God. He got me. All cutesy with it. Now I know for a fact, ugly crying tears and all of that. Yup, I'll be it because you know what? It's real for me. It's so real for me to actually have the trust in Him that I have, and to lean in Him, and to actually rely on Him, because I have been going through some things in my life as of lately, and I'm like, God, this full-fledged trust that I have for you, how is it that I still go to sleep and sleep through the night? How is it that I wake up refreshed and ready? How is it that you're always on my mind all the time? How is it that I ask you to remove things off of me and you do? How is it that I can continue, you know, in my life when I thought that I would be breaking down and crumbling? How is it that you're placing things in my life that I am actually going out and seeking? How is it that I'm in rooms with people that I should not be in, but yet I'm not scared? I'm going in it. I'm learning in it. I'm growing in it. How is it that you had me connecting with people when I used to run from it? How is it that when I used to run the opposite way, I'm actually running towards you now? Mm. A new mind. A new mind. And then I know it's this. I was having the up and down moments earlier this week. And now it's like, okay, I possibly was having them because of all the newness of things that's taking place. All the newness of you haven't been in this area before. So where you feeling like, you know, what is this going on? Like, am I doing anything wrong? You don't know because you've never done it before. You've never been in this area. So this is all new. And how about it had me see Him differently? It had me really rely on Him differently. Because for Him to, like, I just knew it in my head. I said, this is going to be something different about today. There's just something different about today. I can't even put it in my head. I woke up probably like, maybe like 3 something in the morning. And it was just something new about it. It was one, I could, it was like a smell and like a breeze like no other. So 8/1/2021. That's my day of just newness. My day of actually just going forth and continuing it. I've never been in this area before in my life, but I wouldn't choose it no any other way. When I tell you it's more in store, more in store. In a newness, man, a newness. That's just going to be on me today. Newness. Hmm. I don't even have. I'm laughing now because one thing we kind of talked about this morning, I was reading something like my morning scriptures, and all I could write was take a deep breath. And I now have taken that deep breath. You would have thought with me writing it this morning that I would have took it. I didn't. I wrote it, but didn't take it. And just now I'm taking it. It's like, okay, now my lungs are expanded for this new area of where I am. This growth. It's all new to me. So I asked him to equip me for everything and everywhere he is taking me. Because you know how the enemy wants to come up when something new is given to you. He comes through people and situations, but we cannot turn back. We cannot go into the habits. And how about this? We're not even going to speak about this no more. We're not going to speak about giving it where the enemy can come. Nope. He can stay over there, because one thing we do know about him is he a liar and he's a manipulator. And he is weak. Come into your newness. Celebrate your newness. Give God all of the new you. Because believe it or not, he already has you. When he revealed you to you, he literally knew all of this would come about. So how about you give it to him, full flesh out your mouth. One thing he doesn't do for me is he doesn't try to draw himself out of me. He literally knows me well enough to know that I'm going to give it to him regardless. So even in my hard times and tough situations that I've had with him for a while, I still give it to him. In the good times, I still give it to him. I give him who he is. So I thank you guys so much for being here with me in this process. I'm going to get off. You know I love you. You love yourself. And more importantly, you know I love God. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that button. I'll be back on with you guys to love on you and love on myself in this process. You guys have a great evening. And go with God. Bye now.